Hey guys, Noisy Boy here, and I'm back with another boss video, and this is fighting Logarius. Now in this fight, just like all the other Bloodborne bosses, they have two or three phases. He has three phases. This is pretty much his first one. I suggest for his first tactic, is just hit and run. Try and get as close as you can to him. Use those pylons as well, or towers, or whatever you want to call them. That move there that he just did, I actually didn't even realize that could actually go through those little tower thingies, so use those for cover, for heals if you can, and try and get in close to him. Maybe just use that and then just run at him if you can, and do maybe a couple of hits and then run away. Try to stay close to him, because you can actually disrupt his moves, but I got a bit greedy there and tried to get him for a third one, just one or two hits. Just like that. Hit and run until you can get him down. If he does try to strike at you like he did there, you can actually parry him too, so it's like another thing you can do. You probably will need don't need an extra fast weapon, just a fast enough weapon. There you go, just hit and run. I was using bolt paper, but he's a dark magic wielder, so they're pretty resistant to magic attacks. So those bolt paper will boost your power a little bit, but not by much. But you know, anything counts, right? I did find his first stage probably the hardest, I reckon, in my view. He does hit harder in his other phases, but I found it more easy to predict because I found that he did more melee in those second and third stages than he was doing magic, so I didn't have to dodge and heal and use the towers as often. That's what I found anyway, and then when he started going melee, I just started wrecking him, so... And then we get stuck into phase 2. He'll start powering up like this, and it's just leaving him wide open for a stun and visceral attack. That's a good way to start phase 2. He has a couple of different attacks in this phase. As you can see, he leaps up and jumps down. But I find that if you come back a bit and get him at range, you can actually strafe it. And then he's got this attack, well not attack, he's got that pretty much ranged attack. It's pretty easy, just got to come up to it and slash it just to get rid of it. But one of the things I suggest is when he first puts it down, don't just run straight at it and do it. I find that baiting him away and then running for it is probably the better idea. And then his threat just becomes that much worse. You can just stand out in the open and fight him. See, the thing about this guy is that he starts doing melee after you do that. So stun him and visceral attacks, or parry him and visceral. Now that's that leaping attack I was telling you about. Easily avoided. You can just go behind one of the towers, wait for him to come in close. I find that the synth attack is probably easier to parry because he doesn't charge it up, but he gives it a massive wielding time, so, and it's easy to parry. So again, bait him away, sprint to it, slash, and the threat is pretty much gone. Pretty much this phase 2 is pretty easy to get by. Strafe to the right or just dodge to the right, whatever. Pretty easy to get by. You can even get in a couple of slashes if you're quick enough. But like I said, trying to bait him in for melee is probably the best way to do this stage. It's the easiest anyway. Plus by this stage usually you can get quite a few visceral attacks here. And with this guy actually, because parrying is king with this boss, I equipped a runestone that restores 200 of my health every time I visceral attack him. So you can pretty much see that when I do it to him, if you watch carefully, if I actually get time to do it, my life goes up every time I visceral attack him. So damage and health, it's a pretty good rune if you're into visceral attacks, which everyone should be, because parrying is king. And that's pretty much phase 2. bastard. Yeah, eat that, you prick. Whew! That was a bit of a long fight. I only had two